So when people phone up and ask a question about, it's mid-season, it's June, July, whatever, should I change my clubs now or, do I wait? Well, the thing is, it's a sort of a bit of a circular question that, what do you want to change? Do you feel the shaft's too heavy? Have you lost some speed? Have you changed mechanics? Have you changed your coach? Have you changed the golf ball? Are the heads worn out? Are you getting flyers? Basically, what is the problem? Let's reverse engineer this. What's the problem? Do I need to get more ball speed? Do I need to get more spin? Do I need to get a bit more height? Do I need to go lower? Whatever it may be, you can always work around and say, okay, well, is it a shaft or a head issue? And again, sometimes you can just rework what you've got in terms of you might have the right shaft and put some new heads on, and you might need a new shaft and keep your old heads. The one thing is always be laser focused on what is the problem. What are you trying to fix? If you come in with a generic, I need to fix something. Okay, well, what? Is it just lack of strike? Is it the quality of strike? Is it smash factor or efficiency? So I would have a very almost targeted answers or questions, sorry, I should say, to these answers and say, right, well, I'm going to come back to you and say, well, what do you want to fix? And sometimes it might well be mechanics. In that case, go and see a coach or the coach is changing you. And at that point, I might tell you, look, let the changes bed in for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and then come back, because then it'll feel a bit more natural. You've had time to practice and play with that sort of mechanical change. But I'd always come back and say, look, change is not always necessarily a good thing. Someone like Georgia Hall is a great example. She hardly changes, she hates change. But sometimes you have to change. So you have to say to her, look, this is not quite right and get better. Equally, other guys are coming in chasing and switching every 10 seconds. Equally, that's not right. So always ask the questions, what are we doing this for? Is the improvement there and the change is giving you the improvement, or are we just changing to make it feel different and to give you a bit of like a sugar rush and a bump, as opposed to actually definitively giving you improvement?